Hi, everyone. It's great to be here again. So people are doing a lot of bold things. People are climbing Everest. You heard before, people are shooting satellites to the moon or spaceships to the moon. And people are also doing digital transformation. Yes, I think digital transformation is really a true bold move these days, especially when you look at the cyber attack space. Anybody here knows Philippe Petit? Probably not, but Philippe Petit is such a bold person that is probably the best example for a balancing act that is required in the cybersecurity space these days. Yeah, so Philippe Petit actually climbed the World Trade Center back in the 70s. And when I was thinking about CISOs and CIOs these days, they're actually doing the same thing. They're moving from their non-digital, quite secure IT environments into a very, very open, out there type of environment, which is the digital frontier. And during that transition, there's a lot of attacks on the way. Phishing attacks, new fraud attacks, domain hijacking, credential stuffing, brand abuse aspects, all stuff that were not existent before. And today, I don't think there's any organization, and you heard before the transformation, the aviation, any type of industry today must go digital. And when you go digital, you need to start facing those type of attacks. What's most important is really to understand who is behind those attacks and thinking outside in at your organization, understanding who actually want to do you harm. And these type of attackers, they come in many, many shapes and forms, all the way from white ethical hackers that are out there to help society show your loopholes, through fraud hackers that are after your money and after e-commerce, and through malicious hackers that are those bad guys out there in the dark web, sometimes 16-year-old, 17-year-old, 13-year-old, out of Ukraine, out of Latvia, out of Israel, out of Brazil, that are really trying to harm organizations. And they can do it quite easily. Sometimes they are nation-state affiliated, sometimes they're on their own. Some of you have heard probably about MageCart, which has been a very common attack that is still ongoing by a few of Russian groups attacking Live Nation Ticketmaster and British Airways recently. These types of attacks are not going anywhere. They're just going to continue. The other aspect is the growing gap between your digital readiness and your cyber readiness. And today, 79% of IT experts, and this is according to Accenture, are saying that their digital transformation, their digital technology is moving far, far faster than their security capabilities. Today, 100% of their organizations are on the internet, while only 30% are actually having some confidence on their security. So this gap, this is exactly what needs to be breached. So how do you do it? You need to basically strike a balance. You need to strike a balance between opening up your social media, your online channels, your engagement with customers, but on the other hand, actually closing down and putting kind of protection. You need to understand that this is a balancing act. You need to know your enemy. You need to know who you are up against. You need to drive automation because the sheer amount of attacks that you are going to face cannot be handled in old school type of activities only through automation. And the fourth aspect is that you need to understand that this is going to be an ever-changing attack and threat landscape. And the only way to do it is through an outside-in mentality.
This is Argonaut 88, a master of the darknet, capable of breaching most online and retail businesses in just minutes. Luckily, she's on our side.
Digital transformation has become one of the greatest challenges for businesses. as they engage customers on multiple online channels, facing outside threats and cybercrime. That's exactly why we developed Argos. Argos is a holistic digital risk protection platform utilizing CyberInt's unique outside-in approach to holistically detect and protect your brand, business, customers, and data. So what does outside-in really mean? It means looking at your business with all of its vulnerabilities from the outside, just like a threat actor does. It means identifying threats using proactive detection and mitigation to provide you with central view visibility, the speed to detect and respond, and the ability to act. We've got you covered from the outside in.
Thank you.